Okay, time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey yo, give me a beer. Oh, no problem, right on it. How'd you make a beer? By name, beer. 1 Odohide, 2 Bronson extracts, 1 powdered delta, 2 flavor guides, and 4 of the karmatrines which will get you drunk. All mixed. Traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. Bubbly classic vintage. Alright, let's mix it. Mix, mix, mix. Nice. Serve. Here you go. No, this ain't gonna cut it. Give me a big one. You didn't say that. Okay, he wants a big one. Double those ingredients. 2 of these. 4 of these. 2 of these. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mix. And yeah, have a big beer. How about this one? Yeah, this one's fit for a man like me. Right. Okay, you're lucky. I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. This guy's not short on self-confidence, is he? Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey the 3rd. What? What kind of work do you do, mister? Do you really want to know? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, Chief Editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Oh, okay. Nothing gets published there without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice_Rabbit then? Yeah, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Yeah, I skimmed that. That was on my phone earlier. Can you blame him? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's. That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks from all kinds of people. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Don't put plastic surgery on your kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper's daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Well, first of all, I don't write about it, it's my interns. The poor bastards think it will help make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalising on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors? Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure and problems as it is. I don't need to add Glitch's City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid. Wow, thanks. But if more people would like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get, desensitized, come on. People get bored of certain kinds of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now, you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy to getting hit by a truck. Death's not enough, they need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like those urban legends. They're easier to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Spam them while they're hot. Even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories will see them. That brings money, and like I said, money's good. Aha, I guess he's got a point. Okay, what about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Yeah, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everybody else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. What? The worst part about that is that they know half of our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ass. I think I'm being too harsh. What about... No, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are really annoying. You see? The kid on the restaurant critique column, shit, I forgot his name. What restaurant? I believe that's that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half of the places he visits. Okay, how? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming here asking for a free drink and saying he was a critic or something. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Weren't him then. Anyway, all this talk's made me thirsty. Give me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. Beer again. Big beer or just a regular beer? Should I give him a big beer? He says he's a man, so let's give him a big beer. Let's get him trashed. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mix. That should be enough. Stop and serve. Here you go. It's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stutter, kid? Right. So tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best, thank you very much. Who was that? Nobody important. Yo, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. Oh, that's the guy cleaning the toilets outside. Okay, you can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than the hellish hole if you like. That's much better. So, celebrities. Not really, at least not that I know of. Why do you need to know? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossip regarding famous people, especially the red carpet kind of famous, those people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love fall from grace? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs, but what they really want is to see their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Nah, I think gossip's just something everybody enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. You thought wrong. But even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. What do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or if they're dating God knows who? Granted, socks with sandals is practically a public indecency, but still. Please, as a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. My kind, wow, just like hairdressers. This sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalise what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalise is the key word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say it's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude plays the nice guy is indeed really a nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalising everything. It feels like they're instigating the behaviour that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, don't ya? Well, to compare that game of, Hey, you're a bartender, right? This guy, he's like a writer, and he's not great with words, is he? Okay. Nah, I'm a lab rat hell-bent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realised that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Okay, change the topic. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they'd sell quite well. It would be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway, eventually, the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Did I say something wrong? Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. It is. Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general, but Mr. Donovan, that's more like it. They're referring to me, to the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as boss, but to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? God, no. But I want them to fear me, not because I'm their boss or the name appearing in their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you're asking for something. What was it? Drink, another one. Do you want one? Oh yeah. But I need to cut myself off. I just remembered, I've got a night shift later. Give me something bitter and big, but not alcoholic. I need to wake myself up. Okay, I can do that. Something bitter and big with no alcohol. Okay. Bitter. What's Grizzly Temple? What's that? No. Bitter, 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 bitter. What's the first one? This one should be fine. 2 Adelheid. And it's big, so we're going to double it. 2 Bronson Extracts goes to 4. On the rocks and blended. Mix. Gotta wait for it to blend. There we go. And serve. There you go. Paint me blue and call me Sue. You can actually do it. This will help me stay up late tonight. Say kid, does this bar have any investors? Didn't he call it a hellhole just now? There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain. There are no local investors. Why'd you ask? I just wanted to let you know how lucky you bastards are. The investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. What the fuck? Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. Well, yeah. I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you more money. But no, they gotta stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? You still have to answer to the unions and the government and those kinds of organisations, don't you? Yeah, but that's the paperwork. I'll make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. What's this guy getting at? They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal who's just like, hey, why don't you do what that other newspaper does? Recently, they told me they needed more clicks. More clicks. I'll make sure to keep stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks, I'll give them more clicks. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. Should I be worried? Okay, at least he paid before storming off. I wonder what happened with Sven though. We never heard from that guy again.